Coming up on GET, we dig deep into Chromebooks. We explore spring research opportunities, and we celebrate Black History Month. My mouth can't even make these noises because I'm so numb. Are we good, Michael? Next year, CHS will go one-to-one with their Chromebooks. This means that every student will get their own Chromebook.
But how much will that really change education? Chandler, Layla, Ben, and Mac interviewed students to find out their reactions to the technology.
Next year, each student at CHS will receive a personal Chromebook. CHS students discuss how they use the school's Chromebooks currently and how the upcoming school-wide Chromebook program will affect them.
I think I use Chromebooks the most in history to go in Google Classroom.
I use Chromebooks the most in history.
Probably Latin 5. A lot of our translation we just directly put on a Google Doc, and it allows for more collaboration.
I use Chromebooks mostly in government and biology.
I don't use Chromebooks in physics because it's more hands-on labs.
We never really use them in math, and that's a little bit troublesome to me.
I don't think I've used a Chromebook in AP Chem or AP Physics a single time.
I never use Chromebooks in English.
When we start the first semester next year, that's 2018, August the 14th, I think, for you guys, everybody will walk into the building with a Chromebook, so it's implied that they're going to be used at least in some capacity in every class. Now, if you have a calculator in math and a Chromebook, which are you going to use more in math? You're probably going to use a calculator. But the expectation is that you'll be using these in every class in some capacity, you bet.
Whenever I have my laptop with me, I'll use it over a Chromebook if the teacher allows it.
My laptop that I would bring from home is pretty laggy, it's pretty cheap. It doesn't really get the job done.
I don't really think Chromebooks enhance my learning.
I think there's a lot more to be gained from writing like a translation down on paper.
I prefer paper. I want to bring it back to the old days where it's just pencil and paper, keep it nice and simple. It really gets the job done the best.
Pros and cons of having a Chromebook are all over the map. So the good thing is you have a device that is accessible to the internet 24/7. You can take it with you wherever you go. You can access all your documents on Drive. We have the whole G Suite application and all the peripherals that go with it. So that's really advantageous.
This has been Ben, Chandler, Layla, and Mac reporting for GET. Contrary to popular belief, the flu season is far from over. The CDC says it could still get much worse.
Eli, Julian, and Natalie introduce you to our school nurse while giving you some tips how to stay healthy.
In CHS, many students and staff have been out sick. Our new school nurse tells us some tips and pointers on how to stay safe during flu season.
For the flu this year is worse than others. The CDC reports that Missouri is still on the high activity level. So if you can use your own water bottle, that would be better. Make sure you're always washing your hands. If you're not feeling well, stay home. Make sure that you are drinking plenty of fluids. Make sure that you're getting rest. And most importantly, don't share with friends. Don't share water bottles, don't share utensils, things like that.
Something you may have learned in elementary school that is important to kind of remember bringing back is this is called your T-zone, your face. Anything in your T-zone you do not want to touch with hands that are unwashed or not sanitized. Say at least a tenth of the school has been affected in one way or another.
You're more than welcome to come down to the nurse's office. We're happy to take your temperature. Make sure you're washing your hands using hand sanitizer. Yeah, and we're more than happy to help if you're not feeling well.
Stay home if you're sick. I know it's difficult because you feel like you're behind on homework and it's harder to make up, but you're not functioning at your best, so you're not going to be your best learner.
If you experience muscle pain, high fever, headache, fatigue, chills, then stay home. Flu season this year is worse than other years, especially among teens and kids. Remember CHS, flu season is far from over. This has been Eli, Natalie, and Julian reporting for GET.
Have any interest in field research? Mr. Collis is taking applications to his field research class this spring.
Quinn, Olivia, and Eitan bring you more information about this unique opportunity.
Mr. Collis takes a group of students to Grand Teton National Park to study and research crickets. We sat down with Mr. Collis and a student who went on the trip last year.
This trip is a unique experience. It's nothing like what we can replicate in our science courses here at the high school. You'll be with a group of like-minded researchers for a couple of weeks, living in Grand Teton National Park, one of the most beautiful places in the world. And then each night that the weather is cooperative, we will be out in the field making measurements on sagebrush crickets. We'll be bringing them samples of the population back to the research station, and we will run additional trials on the males during the day. So this is a chance at doing extended and prolonged research on a population, and the results of our findings will be submitted to the National Park Service, and we'll get to present those at a research symposium. And so hopefully we're trying to add to the body of understanding that that everybody has, rather than trying to do something that's more compartmentalized in the classroom.
I would definitely recommend it to other students, especially if you're interested in science and if you're interested in nature. I went because I want to go into STEM and I really like science, and also because I like hiking and getting outside, and it's not something you can do so much when you live in a city. So I would say if you like both of those, it's a really great trip.
The trip is 16 days and 15 nights. There are 2 days that are spent driving long distances, and then the rest of them we're in the field and enjoying the park. The main activities that we do is that during the day we run tests on males that we captured the night before, and then when we're finished with those and taking care of the animals, we go on lots of day hikes and explore the area. On those hikes, I educate students about both the geology and the biology and the ecology of the area, and we learn about conservation of natural resources through the mission of the National Park Service. And then at night, we get out into the field and we spend a couple of 3 hours tromping around in the sagebrush.
To be honest, my favorite part was the hiking. I thought the research was very interesting, but the national park was just so beautiful, and we were able to go on hikes pretty much every day. We saw so much wildlife. It was just really pretty. I would definitely do it again.
Signing up is really easy. You just need to go to Mr. Collis's website on SchoolWires and click on Field Research and Conservation, and there are links there that take you to the application. Applying probably only takes about 5 minutes, and once that application is in, I'll know about it and I'll catch up with you. Anybody can go on the trip. Anyone that is a freshman or a sophomore or a junior this year is eligible to go. I would say that the main benefit, apart from being able to live in one of the most beautiful places in the world, the main benefit is to take part in authentic science research that is searching for answers that nobody knows what the answer is. So you get to be part of, for an extended period of time, actual science research that is going to come up with answers that nobody has known the answer to before.
This has been Quinn, Olivia, and Eitan reporting for GET.
Did you know that Mae Jamison became the first black woman to ever travel into space on September 12, 1992?
Did you know that Simone Manuel was the first African-American woman to win a gold medal in swimming?
Did you know that Tyra Banks was the first African-American woman to be on Sports Illustrated?
Did you know that Wangari Maathai was the first African-American woman to win a Nobel Peace Prize for founding the Green Belt Movement?
Did you know the first lady in American history was a black woman with 2 Ivy League degrees from Princeton and Harvard? Her name was Michelle Obama.
I am black.
I am capable.
I am dedicated.
I am unique.
I am intelligent.
I am beautiful.
I am beautiful.
I am beautiful.
I am beautiful.
You've heard the term feminism before, but do you know what it means? Thankfully, we have a club dedicated to this cause.
Kelly, Keelan, and Aaron introduced us to the Feminism Club.
We interviewed CHS Feminist Club to see what it was all about.
My favorite part about the club is I think just everybody in the club is so free to talk about like society's issues, and I just think that it's a well-organized club and we have something to do every day, which is good.
I wouldn't say we get derailed, but we get excited about one thing or another and everyone gets fired up and it's really empowering.
It's really to like have a safe space for girls to come in, and guys, everyone to come in and really talk about like what's going on in their lives, what's going on in the world, and then bring that outside of the club and spread it around the school and making more like advocates and really empowering people. So typically we have like a goal or like an overarching like theme kind of thing, and then we talk about it, or maybe a video, and then we always have a wonderful woman of the week. Like we've had Oprah and Michelle Obama and all kinds of different people.
I'm a feminist because I'm proud of being a woman, and I think that as a woman we should get what we deserve.
There's just the state of the world that we live in today is really unfortunate, and there are so many issues that are bound together with feminism because women are a large portion of the species, so you can't just have feminism on its own.
The definition of feminist, just so that we can clear the board, is it believes that everyone is equal. So men, women, gay, straight, black, white, everyone is equal. And I believe that, and I am really passionate about standing up for not only women's issues, but all kinds of issues and addressing all issues. And so that's what a feminist is, and I'm proud to call myself one.
This has been Killian, Aaron, and Kelly reporting for GET.
And finally, just for fun, Caleb, Will, and Jack introduce us to the new campus supervisor.
Good morning, CHS. I hope that when you have a moment, you will give a warm welcome to our new campus supervisor.
If you haven't heard, we have a new campus supervisor here at CHS.
I'll tell him about that song.
Hi, I'm Jamie, and I'm the new campus supervisor. Is Jackson here? You're in big trouble, mister. Your mom's here to get you. Just take a step outside. All right, everybody. Adios. I think everybody likes me so far.
You know, I really don't like the guy. Dum-Dum?
Yes, please. Oh.
We really don't associate with Jamie.
He's pretty annoying.
You don't listen. You don't listen. That's your problem.
First day on the job, he kind of looked at me weird.
I don't mind him. At the same time, I think he's kind of a scrub.
Yeah, the kids, they love me.
Jamie? I don't know who that is.
I don't know, man. It's like he's always asking where Billy is. I'm just like, who's Billy? Like, I don't get it. What's the point?
Hey, buddy, know where Billy is?
No.
Move on. Is Billy here?
Yeah, I think Jamie's pretty cool.
Thanks for watching, CHS. This has been GET, a production of the Greyhound News Network. Have a great weekend.